Hello Gemini, and welcome back to Sage and Stone Tarot. My name is Jennifer. Yesterday was Halloween and Samhain, and I hope you had a very happy Halloween and a blessed Samhain for those who celebrate that. Yesterday I did a fun reading, a Halloween / Samhain reading for all of the signs, and there were 4 signs that I wasn't able to finish by the end of the evening. So even though it's a day later, I am putting out readings for those 4 signs that I wasn't able to get to, and you are one of them, Gemini. So welcome to returning subscribers, and welcome to new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. You are really greatly appreciated, and I'm very grateful for this community that has been developing since I opened the channel. Thank you so much. And that brings me to my 30 days of gratitude. Happy November 1st. And this is day 1 of my 30 days of gratitude. And you can go on my community tab and you can see for the next 30 days, I'm going to post all of the things that I'm grateful for, big and small. And I would love for you to interact and comment if you feel called to. If you'd like to book a personal reading, due to the fact that this is my 30 days of gratitude, my 45-minute readings are now 22. And each sign on my channel, each sign is going to get two readings. My usual twin flame soulmate love reading, and then I'm going to do a cute reading like I'm going to do now for you. That's all about gratitude and abundance. So what this is that there's 3 simple questions that I pull 3 to 5 cards for, and then I will pull a Power of Surrender card, and then I also pull a soul message from my Work Your Light Oracle deck. So the first question, Gemini, is looking back over 2019. What is it that you should be proud of? What is something that you should be proud of looking over 2019 as it comes to a close? All right, sorry, I was actually just absorbing messages as I was shuffling. So here we go. So Gemini, looking over 2019, what is something you should be proud of? Spirit. Oh, wow. Okay, Gemini, looking over 2019, what is something that you should be proud of? What I'm feeling, in the middle, I'm going to start with the middle. We have the Ace of Cups. What I feel, and I will get into why I feel this way, is that what you should be proud of, Gemini, when you look over 2019, after everything that you have faced and endured through the course of 2019, you had made a decision that you were going to start over, and in regards to love and relationships. But most importantly, this Ace of Cups is your Ace of Cups, this cup of love. You made the decision to start filling your own cup, And it was a big lesson in self-love, in learning how to love yourself, all of the ways in which you can show yourself the unconditional love that you deserve. And to start with, we have the 2 of Swords. So looking at the 2 of Swords, you might have confronted, had been faced with various different scenarios and situations over the course of 2019 that had you feeling, between a rock and a hard place, having to make decisions, kind of feeling confused and not sure really which way to go, kind of feeling stuck. But what you should feel proud of is that you made a judgment call. You made a judgment call because you wanted a renewal and a rebirth. You wanted a resurrection of your soul. You did not want to resurrect something or someone whether that is family, friends, work-related, romantic relationships. You made a judgment call that you wanted to resurrect your heart and your soul, because the situations that you had been confronted with had left you in the position of the Two of Swords, feeling lost between a rock and a hard place. But when you made this decision for a renewal and a rebirth, you opened your heart up and you realized that you, in order to receive the love that you so deserve, you yourself needed to show your own self the unconditional love first. What you should be proud of, we have the Hanged Man in reverse, and I am accepting reversals for these readings, is that you have come out of the Hanged Man. You now look at things from a completely different perspective. You have learned a lot of spiritual lessons along the way throughout 2019. A lot of the zodiac signs are getting the Hanged Man in reverse. So I feel, collectively speaking, and including you, Gemini, is that you're looking at things from a completely different perspective, looking at life in a completely different perspective. You've learned a lot of very deep spiritual lessons. And as 2019 ends and goes into 2020, because you made this judgment call, you made the decision not only to love yourself, but walk towards your Ten of Pentacles. This is about family. This is about a very grounded and very stable family, very, happy home, happy life. This is in all areas of your life, in regards to your finances, to family, to relationships. And this is in your 3D material world. So this is what it is that you're focusing on as 2019 wraps up. You should be proud of the fact that these spiritual lessons that you have learned throughout the course of 2019 has put you in a position where you are ready to face 2020 with a lot of stability. You're feeling much more grounded in what it is that you truly want in regards to family and a happy life and a happy home. And so the next question is, what does the Spirit want you to know about 2019? What does Spirit want you to know about 2019? Okay, one more. There's been a lot, Oh, wow. Again. Wow. Okay. Okay. Gemini, what Spirit wants you to know about 2019? Spirit knows that you have been, throughout 2019, you had worked day in and day out. You worked day in and day out. Even though the Knight of Pentacles, even though it has been a slow and steady progress, you have been working extremely hard. You have been working extremely hard. Page of Cups. This, I feel, is in connection with the Ace of Cups. This Page of Cups, when I see the Page of Cups, yes, it's an offer. It can be an apology, but it's an offer of love. And the Page is a very young energy. And you have been, not only have you been working really hard, what I sense is that Spirit wants you to know in the course of 2019 is that some of the spiritual lessons that you had learned is to get in touch, you had gotten in touch or are getting in touch with that innocence. This is like a return to innocence. So you working diligently hard, and the situations that you had confronted or were faced with in 2019, some of the lessons from the Hanged Man where you have now been looking at life and things from a different perspective, is that this is like a return to innocence. This is getting in touch with that inner child, that childlike nature. It's about creativity. What is your muse? What inspires you? What are the things that inspire you? So as 2019 closes and going into 2020, this is something that you are going to be tapping into, is this return to innocence, this feeling of that childlike nature that we all hold. The Six of Wands, what Spirit wants you to know is that you have been successful, victorious, and triumphant over whatever strife that you had to deal with throughout 2019. And Spirit wants you to know that this Eight of Pentacles, that you have been working so diligently hard, is that you are going into 2020 with your Ten of Pentacles in mind. This is what it is that you have been working so diligently hard towards. So this is the second time, Gemini, that you have gotten the Ten of Pentacles. So this, I feel, for a lot of Gemini, this is the goal. This is what it is that you are in search of, is establishing a very strong and stable family life, a happy home, a happy life, whatever that might look like for you. So the last question is, what kind of advice does Spirit have for you as you go into 2020? What advice does Spirit have for you, Gemini, walking into 2020? Okay. Oh, sorry about that. It's the lighting here. So sorry. Oh. Okay. What advice does Spirit have for Gemini for 2020? Oh my goodness. Okay, Gemini. The advice from Spirit going into 2020, we have the Seven of Cups. You are going to, as you go into 2020 and as 2020 moves ahead, you are going to be presented with a lot of choices. You're going to have a lot of options. But the advice from Spirit is to use your discernment when making choices. Make sure that any choices that you make are in alignment with your soul, and they're not choices that are superficial or materialistic, that take you away from your spiritual life, from your spiritual self. Because throughout 2019, with the Hanged Man, you had learned a lot of deep spiritual lessons and looking at things from a different perspective. So keep those lessons intact, and whatever choices come your way, make sure that what it is that you choose is in alignment with those lessons that you learned, and that it doesn't pull you away from your spiritual life, your spiritual self. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Continue to grow your independence, continue to grow your self-sufficiency, that Ace of Cups. This has to do, I think, with your finances, your career. If you are, these choices could be, you might decide that you want to step out on your own and, and build your own business, whatever that is. But this is the Wealth card, and the Falcon that is sitting on her wrist, on her hand. It's representative of is very, it's laser focused, staying very focused on your goals that will give you the independence and the self-sufficiency that you have been working towards. Three of Wands. You have waited long enough. Your ships are going to be coming in 2020. You have been waiting. I feel like you have been waiting and waiting. Ten of Wands. Do not allow the ebb and flow of life. Do not carry the burdens from the past into the future. you have laid down a lot of burdens over the course of 2019. And so do not carry the burdens of the past into 2020, because you are opening up a brand new life cycle. You have closed up quite a few life cycles, and so the world is open to you to open a new life cycle for this 10 of Pentacles that has come out twice. So all of the choices that you make, all of the goals that you create for yourself, make sure that these are choices that you make that are in alignment with all of the spiritual lessons that you learned in 2019. So what I'm going to do is what is it that you need to surrender as you walk into 2020? See, we had gotten the Page of Cups. Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Tap into that return of innocence. What lights you up? What is something that you find playful? Whatever that is, engage in play. It's very important, even though you might have a lot of goals and you're working really hard and you're staying very laser focused. Take the time out to get in touch with that innocence that we all hold within ourselves, and just play, whatever that means to you or looks like for you. Do more of that. And to end this, what is a soul message that you can take with you into 2020? Okay, what is a soul message that you can take into 2020, Gemini? Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. This, I feel, is very much in connection with the 10 of Pentacles that we've seen twice, the Page of Cups, returning to innocence. You are and have been creating heaven on earth. Even if you feel that you haven't, sometimes that our spiritual journey, whatever that journey looks like for you, is not linear. It is spiral. We are constantly spiraling, up and then down, 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. But it's always, just know that you are creating heaven on earth, and it is happening for you. And take that into 2020. Know that every step that you take, every task that you do on a daily basis that is bringing you closer towards your goals and your dreams. The time is going to pass anyway. So, the time is going to pass anyway. So you might as well do the things that bring you closer to those dreams and goals of that happy life, happy home, having it all, because it's already happening for you, Gemini. And a lot of it has to do with you learning those deep spiritual lessons that you needed to learn throughout 2019. So if this resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you can be updated on videos that I post on a regular basis. And until next time, I wish you so much love and so much peace.